Welcome back. Today we are making a Debbie cake classic, a honey bun cake. And I know a lot of y'all probably haven't had a honey bun in years, but today we finna make a version of it. We got our oven heating up to 350 degrees and we have our baking pan, so let's get started. So we're gonna start off with 2 sticks of salted butter. You could also use unsalted, and just give that a nice mix. After you give that a mix, we're going to be adding 3 eggs into our bowl. We're also going to be adding 8 ounces of sour cream. This is going to give our cake that nice moisture that we need. Now mix that all together. Once you have that nice and mixed, let's get into our dry ingredients. So we have our yellow cake box mix. Make sure you save a half a cup that we're going to be mixing with our brown sugar for later. So save that and use the rest of the yellow cake mix and pour it into your bowl. We're just going to take a spatula and mix that up together a little bit before we use our hand mixer. Okay, I'll give that a nice mix and it should look something like this. Now we have that other half of that cake box mix mixed with 1/2 cup of brown sugar. And we have taken our pan and taken some butter and just buttered up our pan. We're going to get ready to pour in half of our cake mixture. We're just going to spread that around evenly as possible to the bottom of our pan. And once you have that spread out, take that dry ingredients and place that on in the middle and try to also spread that out as evenly as possible. You could also add in the cinnamon with your dry ingredients at this part, but we're going to add the cinnamon on top of our honey bun cake instead of the middle. You could also add pecans as well to the middle of your cake. All right, so take the rest of your cake mix and we're gonna place that on top. And we're gonna spread that out. It's gonna be a little tricky now, y'all, because that top layer is mixing with those dry ingredients. So you're gonna struggle a little bit to get it spread out, but that's okay. Just keep working that spatula in until you can kind of get it out, as good as possible. Now let's get ready to add in that cinnamon. We're just gonna sprinkle that all over the top. Okay, y'all, so once you've added as much cinnamon as you like, let's place her in our 350-degree oven for about 30 minutes or until golden brown on top. Bye, honey bun. Okay, so let's get on to our glaze. So we have about 1 cup of powdered sugar. We're going to take about a teaspoon or a capful of vanilla flavor, and we're going to be adding about 2 tablespoons of whole milk. And we're just going to whisk this up and give it a nice stir. And depending on the consistency that you want for your glaze, add more or less milk or powdered sugar. So I can tell mine's a little watery, so we're going to be adding just a little bit more powdered sugar. So basically 1.5 cups of powdered sugar to this recipe of glaze, but we're going to give that a nice stir. And you can see how my glaze has thickened up, and the longer that you let it sit out, it will also thicken up, so don't worry too much about the consistency of your glaze. So yeah, let's take a sneak peek of our honey bun cake. She is ready. So we're going to be poking some holes in the top. That way when we pour our glaze on our cake, it will seep on down in there in the crevices. So just get to poking and add your glaze. You can already see that glaze is seeping down in there, so I'm just going to take my brush right quick and make sure every little piece of the cake gets a little bit of that glaze. Just keep on brushing, keep on brushing. And all right, y'all, that's pretty much it for this recipe. It's pretty easy. It's, like I said, a classic from back in the day. Get you a little cake, honey bun, nostalgia. So let's go ahead and cut on into it so you can see how moist our cake is. You can already see how nice and fluffy it is just by me trying to cut it out. Come on, honey bun, come on. Ooh, y'all look at that. Look how buttery and ooey gooey it looks. Well, I hope y'all enjoy this recipe. Don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe to my channel for more recipes. Go ahead and share this with your mama. You know she gonna want some. But I will see you guys next time on another episode of MK's Kitchen. Bye.